Hey there, YouTubers. Today we're going to take a walk back in the woods. This is my house here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're very fortunate enough that my family owns a lot of land and a lot of woods. We've got 39 acres back there. It goes all the way back to the pond. So a lot of interesting things back there that I want to show you, and just have a little outside adventure today. It's a beautiful day outside. Clear weather. It's kind of cool and windy, but makes for good walking weather, so let's go back here and see what we can find. Alright, real quick, we got through the thick part of the underbrush, and it kind of opens up back here a little bit. There's a lot of smaller trees and everything, but there are deer trails that you can see that come down through the woods here. They're kind of hard to see, but the deer trails cut down through the woods. So we'll be following those since the deer have kind of pushed the other branches and stuff out of the way. Might even see some rubbing back here. You can see where the deers rub the trees. They like these cedar trees to rub their antlers on and everything during the rutting season. And we'll keep walking, and I'll split this video up into small pieces so I can keep it under the 10-minute limit of YouTube. Okay, we're back in the woods quite a little ways. It's a good little walk, and we've come across the first part of my classic car collection that I keep hidden back here. And this is top secret, and I hope nobody learns of this location and tries to steal my cars. But this is my first car here. This is my classic 5-window pickup truck. It needs a little work. As you can see, maybe it's a little rough around the edges. Looks like nature's tried to add a sunroof to the top of it. Here's my panel truck, and it might look better if we turn it back on its wheels there, and now you can see that it's upside down. And we'll just turn this back around to the real world. Okay, and here is what's left of a older car. It's so rusted away. I'll back off here and get a little bit better view. There's not much left of it really. Just a shell. And this one has some chrome left on it. I know, beautiful pieces of machinery, I know. And there's another one hiding back here that we can go around and see. And originally, I think these cars were stolen by somebody long before I was born and brought back here and stripped down because they just basically left the body and took all the running works out from underneath the car. That's why it's flipped upside down. Like all the transmission, rear end, and everything has been taken out of these cars, and just basically stripped down, so there's nothing hardly left. Okay, this is my gangster car. Now you have to remember these cars have been back here ever since I was a child, so that's why I know where they're all at. They're like engraved in my memory. This one actually has some good body panels on it. I guess if you were looking for a old street rod trunk that's original. I know it's probably rusted all to pieces, but what's funny is this side of the car looks really good, but when you walk around past the firewall, the whole side of the car is rusted open. So everything is rusted out from this side of the car. There's nothing left. Actually, this is the door frame laying right here. It used to go on the side of the car. It's falling off just from all the weather and stuff. And hidden back in there is one of my more recent classics, and I'll walk back there and show it to you. Alright, this is one of my favorite classics is back here. This is an Impala. I think it's a 64 Impala. I'm no Impala expert, so I can't really tell exactly what year is what. And I'll flip it around here. You can see the Impala signature on there. But you can definitely tell by the rear end by those 6 tail lights. And it's a nice white color. 2-door. And it's tucked back in here in the jungle that I grew up in as a kid when we were little. Came across a tree house, or a fort I guess you could say. Looks like the neighborhood kids have been back here building some stuff. But up in this big huge tree, somebody's built a platform up there. Now, I'm not really sure who's brave enough to get up in that, but it may be the last thing they ever do, looking at that rotten limb up there. But that's a pretty good distance down to the ground, as you can see. And let's proceed on down to the pond and see what's going on down there. Alright, the last stop on our classic car tour is this lovely piece of American history. This is actually a Volkswagen Beetle, or what's left of one. And what can I say, but it is almost unrecognizable. All you can tell is by the little oval window and the open trunk where the engine used to be. And it's just sitting back here on the side of the road amongst nature. Squirrels must love it. And let's go on down the path here to the pond. Alright, we made it down to the pond. Got a lot of trees down from storms and things. We've had some pretty bad winter storms and stuff, so you see a lot of trees that are down. This is our little pond back here. It's not very big. It's a man-made pond. A long time ago they built a dam right here and filled it up with water, and it's been here ever since. It's a natural spring pond. It does collect rainwater too, but I think the spring may have dried up a while back, but it used to be over here on the right hand side, and it would feed fresh water in, and then it would drain off down on the other side of the dam. But I think now it just collects rainwater. Some few brim and bass in here, and turtles and good things like that. But many days spent down here fishing with my friends. Really not catching a whole lot, but still having fun anyway. Sometimes you'll see big storks down here, or cranes fishing around, so it's a good place to come to kind of get away from it all. It's really quiet. The deer love it down here. You can tell by the deer tracks and stuff that's down here. The deer come down here and get water. Haven't seen the deer today. Usually about 6 or 7 of them running around back here, along with some coyotes. I saw a couple of coyotes about 2 weeks ago, but I haven't seen them since. They might have moved on. And so that's our walk back in the woods. Hope you enjoyed it. This is where I grew up, and the places that I enjoyed when I was little, and I still enjoy it today. Thanks for coming along.